Alright, so I got a 1983 Honda ATC 200E Big Red. It, as you can see, just looking at it, it is pretty nice. It's basically all original. Obviously, if you're seeing the tires clearly are fairly new. Well, they're like new, but the tires were on it when I got it, and I've ridden it less than 3 hours. It lived most of its life inside. I don't know what happened to it before '85, but clearly not much. I bought it from the fella who bought it in '85. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for kind of a showpiece, this one's a really nice survivor. It did not get this bike did not get beat on. I didn't spit shine it. I didn't, do anything to it to make it look any nicer than it already is. I mean, it's got a couple little bumps and bruises, but very, very, very few. Just a few things. I mean, it is what it is. It's a 1983. It's not museum, but boy, it is gorgeous. Everything on it is working. Even the headlight, tail light, high and low on the headlight works. The high-low on the tranny works. Electric start works, which I've seen a lot of these bikes have a whole lot of problems. Big Red's they just had a lot of trouble with them. Has the front rack, which you don't always see on them either. Yeah, it's a good running, riding bike. It's got some pretty aggressive skins on here. It's the ITP mud lights. I mean, they still got the little nipples on them. So they were installed before I bought it, and it's been a while since I had it. I do have the manual for it. Manual's a little it's seen a little bit of love, but I also have the titles. This is the original title, 1983. It was actually purchased by J.R. Ewing Inc. in Lafayette, Indiana, which is a dealership. Sold to Ted Garrison, and then the dealership, and then to John Loman. 1985. The title was never exchanged over in name. I'm sure it's not a big deal to get that done. If you're looking at this, you should well know that, in 1983 the title didn't matter. There was nothing really that you had to use a title for, maybe out in California, but the title wasn't necessary for you to do anything with, because they were not road vehicles, and there really wasn't a stopper in any of the state land to do that. So it's very rare to even have a title for one, let alone the original title. But I've gotten titles for bikes before, not hard to do it, but to have the actual original title from '83, pretty rare. But I'll go ahead and kick it up, so you can see it. I've used the pull start one time just to make sure it was good, but never really needed it. But I may have to choke it, but we'll see. Nope. Thing pops right off. Purrs like a kitten. I mean, it runs like a top. Honestly, for me, it's kind of it's almost kind of a show type piece for me, but you know, at the point, personally, I'm not really wanting to ride it because I don't want to damage it. And I just got some other things that I want right now, so figure better go to somebody else who really enjoys this. It's a classic bike. Thing runs and shifts like a top. Just really a good bike. Be extremely hard pressed to find one in this condition that doesn't cost you, you know, $8 grand out of a box. You know, these they're getting harder and harder to find. So many of them are going to junkyards and everything else to where they don't even get a chance for restoration, and this thing made it out without needing a restoration. I mean, I wouldn't touch it. If it was, you know, somebody wanted to, it wouldn't be hard. But for me, I wouldn't. But yeah, good luck. Hit me up. I'm putting her up for sale.